Welcome to the Average Adventuring Party podcast, where I can't talk today.
We are the cast.
Yeah, we are the cast. So what happened last time?
We spent an hour working on a puzzle.
And the sad thing is, it wasn't like one of these cool puzzles. It was like the 2-year-old 9-piece puzzles that we had to feel our way through.
Well, you know.
Oh no, having to feel your way through things.
You know what's funny? You say that, and it was a simple cipher. The cipher that was used actually took 800 years to crack. It was Caesar's cipher.
So the funny thing is, Ray's father and I, when there's like no pressure, he and I will walk past like any number of daily puzzles and be like, oh, this. Mm-hmm. But whenever you actually have to sit down and think about it, and there's pressure, and you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah. Welcome to Jeopardy.
Like doing math during 8 sessions.
Those are easy. Just count the things on the dice.
That's called to hit. I'm sorry. Okay, so where we left off, our heroes, ? You take
that back.
He's right, though.
Our heroes managed to disengage the security doors from this facility that they woke up into from Captain Starling's facility for all intents and purposes. What are y'all doing?
So now that all the locks are disengaged, I'm just going to kind of float around and just poke my head into various places, like go up to the ceiling and see what's up on the next floor.
It is actually a single underground bunker, is what it seems to be. So you see a whole lot of rock strata, cement, rebar. Yeah.
Congratulations, you're covered in semen.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh my god.
I did my tour on a submarine.
They can't demonetize us. I just said semen.
It's a speech impediment, people.
So yes, it is very much an underground bunker.
Come back down. Kind of like trailing spectral dust. Brush myself off. Well, I've got good news and bad news.
Okay, let's go with the bad news.
Oh. Well, we're several hundred feet underground.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be underground. Would have preferred 6 feet.
Means no sunlight. I'm good. You should be right at home here. Yeah, really. So, how's that bad news?
Well, last I checked, we needed to be out and about and doing things
yes, of course.
to save people and something be a hero.
Yeah. I guess it will be boring down here.
Does anyone want to check the computer for records?
I hate those devil machines.
Well, so what was the good news?
Oh, the good news is if you had set off the bomb, it wouldn't have endangered any civilians.
Just us. Good thing I didn't set off a bomb.
I think that's probably one of the most heroic things our party has ever said. Regardless of game.
Okay. I guess I can try messing with the computer. Does anybody else have any other computer skills? I do. Okay, how about you try it, Marisol? Okay.
While you're in there, see what you can find on a couple of our friends.
Well, let's see if I can get in first. Okay. Text door, please don't completely screw me over. Okay. I got a 6 and a 4. So 3.
You know what is very surprising is you come in and you log into the computer. It seems like you've done this before. You just effortlessly hack into this machine. It is doing exactly what you asked it to do.
It's as loyal as a puppy. And the security sucks.
Did they set their password to password?
Yes.
1.
And then the second password is God.
2.
They were fancy. It was dog.
That's God.
What is?
Okay, God.
I'm gonna just like point at the computers. What does the devil box say about?
Where are we and why we're here?
Oh, actually, yes, that's a good point. No, I was more referring to our two runners. I believe one of them was a friend of ours, Black Heron, and the other one was Streak. Does anyone know Streak? Sounds like a window cleaner.
So yes, as you type in those results, it quickly comes back with a couple of detailed profiles. So Black Heron looks like a dossier. You know, it has his codename Black Heron. It has his name Raven Wilsberger. And it details every bit of his powers. Very much just what we discussed before. He controls darkness. He brings darkness. He materializes. It also has some notes saying a very loyal founding member of your team. And it says that it details his fight style, about how he's an ambush predator. And like, it's going in depth on him.
They have a little too much information here.
Okay, they may have too much information, but does it have any basic information, like his address, his job when he's not a superhero, you know? Does it have basic
It's
information?
civilian information for him.
It does not have civilian information for him.
Okay.
It does say that his last access records were about an hour and a half ago, which is roughly about the time of the explosion. But yes, it does have access records.
I'm immediately going to see what it has on us.
Okay. As you're digging around, you see the same thing. Detailed profiles on each and every one of y'all with habits, even down to notes of like tics and flaws, and you know they very much know you. It's like
I'm nuking this computer when we leave.
Yeah, it's like somebody took notes on your day-to-day life. So
Actually, whenever you get to me,
day-to-day on life.
well, as to say, there's a lot of missing from my past that I can't remember. So when she gets to me, I'm just going to say, can you print out anything that thing has on me?
You can.
Why? Can I steal a USB flash drive and put it on there?
Yeah, it's actually in the drawer because she found some.
Yeah. See, these are empty.
Yeah. So do you print out for them?
Yeah, we'll print them out and we'll also download shit.
Make sure to eject it safely. I hear that's a problem.
That'll be fine.
So what's printing out on Damien is actually it's really odd. It has information that, you know, it mentions that you're missing memories and that you don't have a full understanding. And then below it, it has notes. Well, maybe I was murdered. Maybe he was murdered. Maybe he was mugged. Maybe he went deep spy for a KGB. And it really doesn't know what you were, but the way it's phrased is very odd. It's like they were sitting there conjecturing, like, maybe it was this? And the suggestions get wilder and wilder. The words jive turkey might have been thrown around at some time, but nothing definitive yet. But there are several leads on that you can follow up on.
I like turkey with chives and bacon.
Yeah, Damien's going to pull out like an old school, police style flip pad, and just hold out his hand, and a like a 1970s style Bic, Bic with a B, appears in his hand.
Now I'm just seeing the other.
Oh, that's not easy. He's going to just take some notes of his own.
Okay, all right.
Anything else anybody wants to know before I start delving into where the fuck we are?
I will add one thing. As you bring up the various living members of the team.
Hey, that's offensive.
Yes, absolutely.
A little bit to me too.
You actually get a ping for further in this building. If you're looking at the hallways, you had the left hallway that Captain Starling ran away into, and then the right hallways. And as you dig deeper, you see that there are records and in two different places. One in the cells, so where each of y'all were captured and held captive. It has your names on it, and of course Black Heron is listed in the files for the exploded room. But as you scroll through the blueprints and everything, you see what's listed as living quarters, and it has names listed on various rooms further back in the living quarters, along with multiple rooms with question mark, question mark, question mark.
Are these names we recognize?
Yes, they are your names.
No, are there other?
No, the the question mark rooms. There's no names listed on those.
There's no other names but ours. And
Correct, and Black Heron's. Yes.
Okay. And Streaks wasn't on one?
No, Streak. So she had went with y'all first, but as you search on Streak, you get detailed notes on her power set, on the fact that she is a skunk, and her power set is she has an irritant ability that she drowns the area in skunk smell, oddly enough. And she's a super speedster.
As you're reading this off, Damien's just going to kind of look up and look over his glasses. Shouldn't they have called herself Spray then?
Okay, guys, give me a name for a hero you guys know that's not here. I want us to check something.
I'll give her one. I'm sure I've ran into one.
Sure, what's their name?
Pick something to read.
Pixie.
Okay.
As you by Marvel Comics.
As you search for Pixie, you get a very detailed information on this giant-sized hero, and her powers are actually she can control the length of her hair. So where it's sitting here like elongating and grabbing people and all of this, it has her information when she started heroing, her arrest record, and how many fatalities she's caused, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, we're definitely nuking this mainframe when we leave.
So just out of curiosity, Damien's going to flip back through his notebook and find one of the heroes that were active in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
There's this German hero who had the power to... Why am I getting these looks, Gavin?
I'm expecting it fun.
He had the power to manifest ghosts, but only on board boats, and he was called the Later Chip.
Unfortunately, there seems to be no record of this German ghost boat hero.
Ach, du lieber.
So it doesn't seem that the records go back that far. It does seem to pull up any recent heroes that y'all have interacted with and y'all are bringing on. So.
Right. Well, I think if you're done playing Galaga on there, you should,
Galaga would be pleasant. They have lots of info on you.
One more thing before you get off. How about before
What are you
get
using
off
the computer
for?
Didn't you hear that? That's what the internet's for?
I hear it's really, really great.
Yeah.
Look up somebody evil we know. Who have we caught recently?
Captain Starling.
Yeah, let's look up that asshole.
Captain Starling, oddly enough, has no information on him.
He has no info on himself. He doesn't even have a blog.
But what about others? Does he have such a extensive file on other
I will
evil
look up
beings?
the villain. I will suggest we look up the villain Electress.
Electress? Yes, Electress is known for dominatrix type powers.
Oh my.
Says is a very good ally.
Okay, so he's got files on us. He's got files on people like us, and he's got files on people like him.
Okay, so we do definitely need copies of some of this then, because some of this could be useful on some of the evil ones.
What do you think the flash drive's doing?
Okay.
I'm making a
Making
copy of
sure.
whatever it would hold.
Okay.
And someone spurged for a big one.
Well, there was a couple in there, so you might be able to like put good on one and evil on the other or something.
Okay. So, is that what you do?
Yeah, we're gonna download all this shit.
Okay, so as you pull out the USB drive, you actually hear woo, woo, woo.
Or not. How much do we get?
That you'll have to plug it back in somewhere to find
They're
out.
not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a full flash drive, so.
Like I said, we spurged for the big ones.
Yep.
So
Clacks and alarms are ringing.
before we so they don't have to be alive. I can hurt them. So I can hurt the computer to where
Okay.
it doesn't work again.
Okay.
Using the vampires and stuff.
Okay. By all means, roll an attack.
On the tower, not the screens.
She reaches over and knocks the monitor.
I broke the screen, guys.
Oh, that's the villain we should have had. Is the kitten. It only knocks stuff off the pie.
And not a one.
So
There's nowhere to bite on it.
and just that, I will take that. She, our dudette has been around for a hot minute, but unfortunately, Grandma hasn't learned how to work with computers all too well, and so she unplugs it, and she's like, "I destroyed it, guys."
I like to use my telekinesis to fling it across the room at high speed.
Okay. By all means, it is now not plugged in, so it should go
That's
fast.
3.
As you crush the CPU tower.
I'd like to put a boot to it a couple times just to be sure.
Right.
You want me to roll for that?
I will give you that one.
Okay.
So as y'all are sitting here, just raining unholy vengeance upon this poor helpless computer.
Afterwards, it occurs to me,
I would-
just taking the hard drive out.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that the one person who has actively cursed the computers doesn't. Just watching this.
No, it'll be fine.
Children.
It'll be fine.
See if you can rip out the hard drive, see if there's anything left of it. All I did was smash it out.
And then I try to smash it some more, but yeah, let's see if the hard drive survived all that.
I'm just going to light up another cigarette and just start walking away at this point.
Well, which way?
Evens, it did not.
It's fine.
I'm probably going to go the same way. You know, supervillains are pretty simple, really. They all tend to want like 3 things. So I'm actually going to go after our superhero friends. So I'm going to take the right passageway?
Well,
The
they
ri-
were- they
so
were-
the right passageway goes to what she saw was like dormitories, like living quarters. The left passageway was where Captain Starling fled, and back the way y'all came was the way Black Heron went.
Yeah.
I'm going to go that way.
Okay, all right.
You hear like cowboy boots clicking on concrete as my feet aren't even touching the ground, but I'm just walking that way,
So Damien, where are you going?
following a lead.
So should we follow you, or should we all go different ways?
I can catch up faster, so go the way you'd like. Those two seem more interesting than the bird head.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Darwin to stand down a little bit so I can stuff my pockets full of all these little flash drives.
All right. As y'all are going, y'all hear zzz, 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 getting slowly louder, and then you start hearing cha-chomp, cha-chomp, cha-chomp,
Gonna throw up a force field around us.
That's a fun sound.
Yes, and as you're going, it seems that the killer robots that y'all evaded last session have made their arrival on the triggering of the alarm.
And the person who wanted the possessed one just left.
Yep.
So since I threw up, you want me to go ahead and roll for my force field?
Go right ahead. And is that one of your limited powers?
No.
Okay, perfect.
1, 2. Oh man, that's really bad. Yeah, 4.
Okay, so.
Got a defense 4 force field.
Yep. Well, funny story is they're actually coming up the way that I wanted to say Galdrian, and I know it's not Galdrian.
Yes, at the head of these killer robots is a very effeminate.
He's not a feminine.
Robot bard.
He's like if Fabio was an elf.
Poppy with a twink.
No, he's broad. He's pretty. Looks like you stuck a human on an elf head on a human body.
So, do we want to run down one of these hallways, or do we want to stand and fight?
As far as edge goes, they're edge 8. So y'all get to decide what y'all are gonna do.
They're not edgy enough for the.
Correct, they're not edgy enough. So you'll hear these oh so stealthy robots chonking up the hallway.
Personally, I would like to not fight our evil robot overlords, but
I'm just gonna stand in the hallway, like as they're coming up, just stop. Pull another cigarette out. Really? Are we going to be this cliche?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Ka-chong, ka-chong, ka-chong.
I'm just gonna stand there, arms crossed, just kind of glaring at him over the top of my sunglasses. I'm going that way. Excuse me.
Well, they do manage to keep marching, and they march right through you. So. Yeah.
That's very rude.
I don't think they cared about you, Damon.
I don't know if they even see him.
that's true.
That's true.
Do they look like they're going after these guys?
Yes, it does. In fact.
Do we have all our normal effects?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all are 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a picture of the robot. It's kind of like she's just sitting there staring. I'm like, okay, fine.
You have a picture of killer robots. Now, the killer robots, just to give you an idea of what they look like the old 1950s, 10 robot toys. They're not threatening, imposing in the least. But there are a lot of them.
Are they marching in a line?
They're marching in a triple line.
I'd like to try to use telekinesis as they're marching towards us to pull the legs part of the middle one in the middle, so that it trips the one to either side and hopefully causes a chain reaction.
Okay, sounds good. Your threshold is going to be 4.
I do not come close.
All right, so
I need to put more points into telekinesis.
That is your turn. Were you actively doing anything?
I'm gonna hold off basically, and if these guys look like they have it, I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna go after them.
Okay, sounds good.
Can I go?
You can.
I would like to open a portal right in front of them
Okay.
and put it in the hallway to the right.
Okay. So they're marching into themselves, essentially. Oh,
No, so they're going through the
bypassing
portal and then they go right there.
Okay. All right.
Into the dorms.
Sounds good. Let me see. Oh, they. Okay.
I got 4.
All right. You meet, so it's not going to do any damage. You do create a portal, and we'll say the first 2 lines goes into the right hallway, but the rest start walking around the portal.
Okay.
And
Oh, that was my turn. Sorry.
Is there anything you want to actively do?
I mean, they're not.
Damn!
Not yet.
I was gonna say, get back on the computer, shut the doors. You're dead. I know. That's why I said, damn.
All right. So now there are 2 groups of robots. They have about 8 robots each, and they are actually turning back towards you guys from the right hallway, and they're marching around the hall.
Got a boat coming.
Congratulations, you confused them.
Well, now you hear a ooh as they power up. Sorry, that was a 4.
Yeah.
And ooh.
Oh.
All right, so this is right group here, and they have 4, so they start shooting, and they hit your force field, and your force field is awash in red waves, but you don't take any damage. 4, 5. Okay, so how are y'all set up? Like who's facing what direction?
I'm in the middle because I don't need to really.
Okay. And you were aiming towards the group that was marching down the hallway, correct?
I'm just, I was, but then when I saw her,
Okay.
I figured they might turn around, so I'm kind of like hands out to either side.
So if you're in the front, 1 damage gets through the force field. Do you have any passive defenses? Oh no, you used active defense. You used force field. So yes, you'll take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As your force bubble is blasted from both sides, just a little bit of the radiation comes through and burns your mind. So, all right, so that is 1 round of combat. It's up to Ray. Porter and Damien.
Do you want to take a chance on biting a robot?
No.
Well, actually, it's up to Damien first. You said you were holding your action
Yeah.
to the end. So you get to go, then go again.
Yeah, so I'm going to start walking away. That looks like it's burning through the force field.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn. If they go down, then I go back to sleep. I'm just going to turn around and start running at one of these groups of robots, and I'm just going to headlong dive into one.
Okay, awesome. It is inanimate, so you can possess it.
I'll take it.
All right. You now have armor 6 dice and blast 8 dice will be the major blast energy will be the major stats for that. And it has a health of 3. So at the end of the first turn, you possess a killer robot. Beginning of the second turn.
So, funny story. That blast actually goes up to a D10
Okay, all right.
because it takes on.
The top skill.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna just turn and start blasting down the other one, and you hear this like horribly mechanized voice going, "I hate this. Oh, I hate this. This feels so unnatural."
Target to hit is 3.
I think he got it.
So let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. So tell me what happens. You actually take down 2 of the 7 remaining robots.
Yeah. So you're hearing like this mechanized voice of Damon cursing the whole time, but it's those like Bowdlerized curses. So just like, dang it, gosh darn it, and then all of a sudden this voice goes, exterminate, exterminate, and blows 2 of them away, and you hear Damon just kind of, excuse me.
All right.
Okay, Damien, you just got a little bit cooler. Just a little bit.
So over to Paris.
Okay, so since I see down that hallway that he's starting to take them out,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go to the ones on the right.
Okay.
And I would like to try to use my blink since I can move so fast and try to confuse the first two to trip them or knock them over to where maybe they can trip some of the others or trip each other.
Okay, absolutely.
Can I do something like that?
So that is a combat stunt. Absolutely. So use your power.
Okay.
They get to roll. So this would be their agility. And there are right there. All right. Oh. 4,
Oh, crap.
5. Okay, so your target is 5. That's a lot of 5s.
Yeah, I got 5.
Uh,
So I got 2. And since I am missing, I would like to throw in there that this is my curse.
okay.
So I can get a resolve.
Absolutely, get that resolve point. And so what happens is you start going poof, 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 and just how does your blink look?
It looks very, what's that? I don't know if not animated, but where you can slowly see me and then the real fast.
Okay, kind of like stop motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all see Paris go. And what is your flaw called? Cursed? Okay. So you see the curse take effect because the robots, oddly enough, even though they seem kind of dinky, have pretty high processing power. So they're able to follow along. And while you think you're doing really good, they just keep marching right back at you.
Yeah.
All right. So on down to Psych-Out.
So what can I use resolve for?
So if you look at your cheat sheet,
Find my cheat sheet.
it should be on the second page of the cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. Resolve.
You can assist allies by spending 2 resolve to give someone else 1. You can challenge dice can be re-rolled. You can spend it to seize initiative, knock a target back, lower an attacker, making an attack dice explode.
Okay. So I would like to try to use it. Force field. I would like to channel my force field into my telekinesis using the power stunt.
Okay, all right. So what do you want this power to do?
I wanted to bring the ceiling down, onto the robots, not the ones that Damien is going through, but
green group.
Where I'm at?
Yeah, I want to bring it down onto them with
Bring it down the house.
while they're distracted with her, while they're distracted with.
Of course. And so that would be 6 dice right here. Roll die.
So by Steve.
You see it?
It's
It
under
is
you.
very green. It's by your build.
Oh
Oh,
no. Great. Yeah.
your target is 2.
Oh, good.
No, your target is 2. It's a 6.
Yeah.
I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Jeez.
10.
They need some of your luck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the first roll I've done well.
So tell me what happens.
So I'm.
That is enough to wipe out this group, by the way.
He hears like I said, oh, that wasn't very nice at all. And his force field dissipates and turns into this force pillar that just reaches out into the ceiling, and it's sort of, those of you that can see it, sort of takes the shape of like a whole bunch of spikes originating from the same point, and it pierces the ceiling at different points, and the rubble from the ceiling, while not causing any structural instability to the tunnel, just causes this causes these heavy slabs to just fall right on each and every one of the robots in a precise pattern that it falls right on their head and flattens them.
Well aimed. You have just disabled that group. Resolve well spent. So, all right. So, following up on that,
Look, guys, I did it.
we have Miss Marisol over here. You have a group of now 6 robots.
I'm going to take a second to concentrate and find out where Damien is.
Okay.
Make sure I'm not going to target that one.
You're fairly certain that the one that is swinging robots around into each other, yelling "exterminate," is probably the one he's in.
I want to make sure I'm not going to hit him. And
Either that, you're going to ask something about who.
I'm going to let's toss a fireball at some of these guys.
All right. I like it.
Let's see how this goes.
Your target is 5.
I got 3.
All right. Well, unfortunately, these killer robots were made to be somewhat flame retardant. So the fireball comes crashing down the hallway, and waves of fire just unleashed in a hellacious volley, and they just go ka-chonk, 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 ka-chonk.
Well, at least I can still try that again.
Yes, absolutely. And now
Because it's been burnt out.
these robots are somewhat perplexed, if a robot could dream. Now, they're somewhat perplexed because this immediately turned very sour for them. So they're trying to shoot again, and they are aiming at, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Not
So.
him, though, right?
Well, yes,
Oh.
him, but not him.
Oh.
Okay, so 1, 2. Gary. They turn on the robot that has it went past its coating, and they are shooting for 2. You have an armor of 6 dice.
Okay.
And you are not damaged at all.
Let's see. On 6 dice, I got 2, 4, 6, 8 successes.
Yes, yes. And so they are unable to damage their friend who is wrecking their shit. So, round 2, killer robot. I mean, Damien Turnbull.
What is, we'll say, they have this blast.
Mm-hmm.
I think Damien is basically just at some point going to accidentally hit something on the inside of this machine, and like all of its bits are going to start kind of exposing themselves.
Okay.
And it's going to just start spinning wildly while the little sensors on top are going off, and you'll just hear "Danger, Marisol Robinson, danger!" and it's going to start just taking out people left, right, and center.
Okay, all right. So are you self-destructing, or is that... Okay.
No, just putting some flavor to the
All
blast.
right, just making sure.
Yes, I got that reference. Good job.
I got a 5.
You do 1 damage to them. So they are still ticking strong, although they did get dented up. All right. Speed shot over there.
So now if anybody would like to use a whirling dervish of a robot.
Uh-huh.
All right, order. Your turn.
So, looked like I did pretty well with those robots there in the dorm.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when I walk over and see all this, how many is left standing?
There are 6 robots left standing. One of them is him. Correct.
And you just start dancing around all...
Mm-hmm.
Danger, Marisol
Danger,
Robinson.
He is a dancing queen at this point.
Lemon sweet.
I don't know
From
if young.
the 70s.
I'm glad it kept going. I was waiting.
I can remember the next word once.
So... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open another portal
Okay.
in the ground,
All right.
right below at least the back 2 or 3, however many you want me to put in there. But the back, not where he is.
Okay.
And I'm opening it to into one of the cells that is still closed. Into one of the cell doors that is still closed.
Yep. Damien's
Because they had
was.
question marks,
Yeah.
and his was
Well,
still closed.
Damien's was closed. All the cells but Damien's were open.
Okay. So the Damien's.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So 2 of the robots are now teleported into and fall in a crashing heap into Damien's locked cell. Where did you place that? Did you place it up in, like, how in the room did you place it?
Ooh,
So-
on the ceiling.
Yeah, on the ceiling.
Yeah,
So
okay,
it
alright.
looked like they were going to fall through.
Okay, so you pull a portal and go bloop, 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 and then the turret falls over,
Yeah, I was going to say
starts shooting.
the robot just goes, speedy thing go in, speedy thing come
Come
out.
out. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Y'all are down to
3 robots
3.
plus him.
Plus him.
So it is up to Psych-Out.
Alright. So most of my powers really are not focused for fighting technology. But I am going to... I do see that these things are probably gearing up, so I'm going to try to bring my force field back up.
Okay. All right. We'll make a force field roll.
That's better. Or is it? Yeah, it's better. It's better. Not by much, but I now have 5 up on the force field.
Awesome. So there is a 5-point force field around you. All right. And
I've got it around Marisol and probably around Paris as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have to
Did you
go
come
very
back?
Far. Yeah. I have to go very far in the hallway.
all right. Marisol and Darwin, what's up?
I'm going to step out of the force field so this does not splash back on us. And I'm going to try fireball again.
All right.
Mike's not the asshole DM. I'm the asshole.
Well, I mean, my other option...
Hey, he made us solve a puzzle.
To be fair.
I mean, the other
2 is
option
your target.
is to get up close and personal with these things, and Marisol would not like to do that. She can, but she doesn't want to.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there we go. There's definitely successes there. 3.
3.
All right. It is now down to 2 robots.
Okay, cool.
You throw a fireball.
As you
That's
melt
more charge.
one into a heaping pile of slag.
Yes, it worked! It worked! And I'm going to duck back into the force field.
1,
Because,
2,
fuck that.
3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So it looks like they don't like the force field that she just ducked back into, so they're trying to shoot Psych-Out again. Uncertain why members of their cabal have turned.
Shit.
That is 2, 3,
That's
4,
6.
5, 6.
Yeah.
You had 5, so that's only 1 point of damage, though.
Okay.
Oh, you're starting to make me angry, and when I get angry,
They won't like you?
I put my feelings into song. And you won't like me when I'm angry because its songs aren't very good.
All right.
So you are playing Galdrin.
So we are around to Killer Robot numero good.
Yeah, so those robots turn and fire on on Psych-Out, at which point you hear that mechanical voice go, "First law of robotics in effect," and it's just going to, roll over and wrap arms around that robot and self-destruct.
All right. Go ahead and make a blast with 2 extra dice. And you will take a point of damage for exiting the body. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shit.
5 armor. To be fair, I did name them killer
2,
robots.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 successes.
13 successes. Awesome. I'm actually going to spend a point of adversity with that. So adversity, I get 1 for each of you. It is the GM's resolve. I can use it to affect the story, to affect outcomes, so you absolutely succeed on that. The blast being so large, the internal nuclear bomb that was within that, it's a small one, but it is enough to create some structural damage. And by some, I mean,
What?
oh God. Thank
Oh,
God
God.
he had a force field up for these poor fools. So how much damage did you just do? 13, you said? They had 4 successes, so that's 9. That takes out 3 of them.
There's still 3 left.
That's that one plus the 2. So 3 damage against the force field. So no damage to y'all, but bits of rock, robot, cell, all kinds of matter just go washing around this bubble of a force field that you have pushed up. And the way out that way collapses in, and y'all hear as you think chain crumbles may be happening.
Oops.
One of those robot heads
Uh-huh.
comes. So your force field protects against like high speed stuff.
Yeah.
It
So
protects
just-
against kinetic stuff. And
So it just like slowly rolls until it rests up against the force field, and it's got the cool like sci-fi lights on, and you just hear, "Incredible! It's even worse than I imagined." And eyes go out of the fog or smoke. Just steps Damien, kind of like wiping it away, and nothing's happening. Well, that was inconvenient.
Good job, Marvin.
Who? I'm sorry. There's a lot of information in there.
Fortunately, though, you'll do still have a couple of hallways intact. The security booth seems to have been reinforced for just such an occasion. If somebody, launched a bunker buster missile or, exploded a nuke inside. But so y'all are safe at this point. The force field definitely helped. So.
Is the hallway that Captain Starling went down still?
It seems to be intact. It is very dusty. Not that matters for you.
He still has a nose.
True.
He's going to be sneezing this shit up for years.
Yeah. Right. What do you say that we go pluck some feathers off a birdie?
Is that a euphemism?
Yes, no.
Fair enough.
How many points are you down?
2.
You want them back?
Yes, it would be nice. It'd be
Depends.
nice to not be bleeding internally anymore.
What are you putting where to get them back?
I have healing, thank you.
Very nice.
Because I've met you people.
Says the dead guy. I don't
Just-
need any.
just go
healing.
incorporeal.
Because I've met you.
Or just drink somebody's
Or
blood.
rather, I've met us.
I can see healing in this party. I can't heal somebody undead. All right, come here, Psych-Out. Okay, now heal that guy.
He won't see me coming. Why not?
I'll notice you coming.
Go on.
Okay.
Putting that telekinesis to work there.
So that hallway, huh?
Yeah, while they're sorting themselves out, I'm gonna kind of go look and scout since I can just walk through walls.
Yeah, of course. It is a long hallway. There are no offshooting rooms on this. It is very oddly barren. And it leads out into what could be called a parking garage if it was upstairs, but there's no vehicles. There is a roof that looks like it might pull back, a la missile silo type pullback.
After that explosion, is the roof on fire?
No. No, it didn't reach here. So there, that's what you find. Not much of anything. It's a bit odd.
But there's at least a solid way to the surface.
There is a solid way to the surface. Probably about 300-400 feet up.
Yeah, I'll come back, and I imagine this place is just super duper smoky still. And
Rubbly.
yeah, so you just hear, boot heels, step up. Well, exits that way. For what it's worth.
So, can I just open a portal to the end of the hallway? So I don't have to walk down the hallway?
Right. Can you do it where you can't see?
No, I like the edge of the hallway. Like where I can see. Like if I look down, just right there at the edge.
Oh, yeah. Down to your vision, but that's only getting you like 50 feet.
Oh.
It is very, very cloudy in here.
I mean, you can keep doing it successively.
I mean,
since you are lazy.
Yes, I am quite lazy. I'll just open a portal and say, "Come on, guys," and keep opening.
Okay. Each time you do that, you have to wait for them to get through. But yeah, absolutely, that's no problem.
As we go through them, I'm going to tap Psych-Out here, and one of the little gems that are speckled around this armor lights up, and he regains 2 points of health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
I can do that 7 more times.
Nice.
Or do 7 more points.
Very cool.
So now we get to this parking garage.
Yes.
So, does anybody know how to open these?
Let's see. I'm going to... Psych-Out is going to do the equivalent of looking, but you can't really see where his eyes are because they're covered by a cloth. And he's... I'm going to try to pull them apart.
Okay. All right. It is going to be a very hard at this distance because it is distant range. So you're going to be looking for 6 successes.
Say I can focus and try to help you.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So let me see if I'm even able to because of burnout. I am not. So I cannot manifest.
No, I got 4.
So that being 2 failures, I will narrate that fully. As Psych-Out comes up, he doesn't really close his eyes, but he focuses his mind, and he's like wheeling this bunker door apart, and you see dust shaking, and then you see Psych-Out shaking. and he starts shaking just so hard, and then you hear him cry out, "Ah!" and grabs his head as the psychic pressure builds up and basically backfires into his mind.
Thing's too damn heavy. Needs to lose some weight.
Can I look for a panel that would open that thing?
You can look for a panel that could open that.
See, I can't look.
I mean...
so do a perception or investigate.
No, we're doing perception.
Okay.
Perceptigate.
That's much better. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. I have 5.
All right. You get to narrate fully.
Okay, while he's, popping a blood vessel over here trying to, open that up, Marisol starts looking around the walls, looking for a panel, because surely there's a panel here to open this, because you can't always be in the freaking command center. And...
It's right by the door.
She's played enough Call of Duty. She knows how this goes.
No, I call it. Anything but that.
What would it have been? Halo is what it would have been.
I'm sorry. It's legally distinct. It's Call of Duty Doody.
Oh yeah.
No,
Okay,
the Halo
yeah.
knockoff. We'll go with the Halo knockoff.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's called Circlet, not Halo.
Yeah.
She'd only play Call of Duty if she had to do her research and be like, I hate this. Please take it out.
Things what not to do in a video game. Check.
Mute.
So Psych-Out's over here busting a blood vessel, and she's over here like beep, boop, beep, beep, and then you hear.
There, I opened
it.
Good job, Psych-Out.
All right. There is now a large ring of light way up there.
Okay, now what?
Well, funny story. I don't think that our friend came this way. Otherwise, this would have been open.
Unless he
Unless
closed
he's
it behind.
Spidey.
Yes, unless he closed it behind him.
I mean, it's big enough. We would have felt the doors open.
Likely.
So I don't think he opened those or did anything like that.
I'd like to reach out and see if I detect any mines besides ours nearby.
Okay. Give me a telepathy roll. And you're going to be going against, so it's extreme range, so you're going to have to get 4 successes to get any information.
I think you got that.
Cool.
So there's 4, 5, 6. I got 6 successes.
You don't find any intelligent minds per se, minus the 3 around you.
And that's questionable.
Notice I said 3. But you do notice a lot of wildlife, so you can connect with the mind of some deer, some bears, wolves, whatnot.
Rather than try to communicate with them, I'll try to just read their senses, read their memories of this area and how things have gotten out of here in the past.
As far as that goes, you've seen the area where it's currently open. They're very terrified by that. So it doesn't seem something that they recall very often. They have very limited recollections of what happens, though, so they're more worried about their natural life cycles.
Have they felt? I imagine they would have felt this opening from where
Yes, they are.
Has it opened recently?
No,
Okay.
has not.
She's right. This hasn't been used recently, so. Or Damien's right. This hasn't been used recently. But it's really, really detrimental to the wildlife. They should really do something about that. Where's the EPA when you need them? Always going after those innocent corporate polluters, and never after the supervillains who create wildlife scaring lairs in the middle of the woods.
Those aren't mutually exclusive things.
Yes, but
I mean, I remember in my day we had a couple of corporate-sponsored supervillains.
isn't that just the corporation?
No, I said what I said.
Hard to be a good guy if you don't have a bad guy to fight.
Yeah, I'm going to start looking around and seeing, like, if anybody came through here, if I can detect anything like a secret door or...
Give me a investigation would be the best use for that.
It's a thing I can do. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you see plenty of footprints at this point in the fine layer of silt that has drifted down the hallways since the explosion. Going in and out of the walls, just kind of looking for secret doors and whatnot. You don't find any secret chambers per se. You can't tell if anyone has come through this way because, I mean, they didn't leave any marks.
Mhm.
So as far as your senses can tell, there's no secret doors on the ground level that you're at. There's no, bloody footprint trail or anything. So right now you can't tell anything.
Right. Which one? Well, if you guys would like to leave, I think that's the way out. I'm going to go check on a few things.
Well, I don't see how we're going. I don't see.
You don't see it all.
I don't know how. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's very far up. And some of us.
You can feel the animal life out there. You can kind of get a sense of how far up it is because how far away their mines are. So you would have some sense of distance.
It's pretty high. We aren't going to be jumping our way out of here.
Can you not open a portal?
Can she even see that
I can't
far?
see. I mean, I could, but we have no idea what we'd be walking into. Believe me, bad stuff happens if I can't see where it's going.
I'll just float up, look like through the doors, look around. Do I see?
You see wildlife all around you.
It appears to be a nature preserve.
Okay, I could do it to a nature preserve anywhere, though. That's not telling me much.
Can I link your senses so that you can see where he is so that you can get a portal up there?
You can, as a matter of fact.
All right.
We had to leave right now. Is that what we're going with?
Can I not just open a portal to, like, my bedroom or something?
I think your portals only work a certain distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
And
had
on
to
the
be.
side?
I mean, basically, like if you guys want to leave, you can leave. I'm going back to investigate the hallway that got the way I was going originally.
That we can't go?
Explodified.
I mean,
Well, you can go, but make sure you come back at the first sign of danger. If we need someone to possess a robot, well, I can't stick my hand up there.
But
Give it the old tune-up, I see.
well, the good thing is they've got the lube inside them already.
okay, if y'all want me to open a portal, I can.
All right.
You can keep it open. Well, I guess he doesn't need the portal to.
No.
Is there nowhere else to go in this parking garage area?
In the parking garage, no. In this compound, y'all have explored one hallway.
There was one more, right?
There is one more. Yeah.
Because that one was dormitory, this one is the parking garage, and then this one is something.
This was something, which seems to be the garage. Oh, the one that he's wanting to investigate, y'all don't know what that is yet.
No, hold on.
So, you had just
Because
two.
we had two that had the doors closed, and then we had one with the door open.
All right.
And then there was the one with the
This
cages.
is explodified. This is to the dormitory. This is to where y'all are now.
Oh, I thought there was one more.
1, 2, 3. It's a flux
Let's
capacitor.
check out the dormitory.
We can't, though.
You can.
Only
You
he
can't.
can.
No.
No.
A new went off back there.
Only he can check out this hallway.
We don't know what that hallway is.
This
Dormitory is fine.
But we can't. You had the ceiling come down on those robots.
was-
No,
No.
that
I'm
wasn't.
saying that's this hallway.
I didn't
No.
cause widespread structural damage, though. I just brought ceiling.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a surgical strike. He
Oh,
rolled so well, he just brought it down on their
okay.
heads.
Okay. Okay.
I understand your confusion.
Okay.
He found a rock in all the dirt and dropped it. So this is just got a new column to the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been redecorated.
Okay. Well, since I've seen it, I can open a portal straight to there, right? To
Yeah, it's within
to
distance.
the door.
Yeah, that's fine.
Y'all-
The dust has settled by this point. Found the
You could go
footprints in
through
it.
the portal then and go your way through your rebel
I can just
stuff.
go through the dirt.
Yeah, but, I mean,
It'd be faster
really
through the
faster.
door. All right. Just
Okay.
don't fail.
Yeah, really.
Don't look up.
yeah, there's a 6 there.
All right, she made it.
I got 3.
All right. So there is now a portal leading back to the security hallway that y'all are, or the security checkpoint that y'all are intimately familiar with at this point.
Can I concentrate and try to see if I detect any more life Besides life coming from.
I'll give that to you because you rolled so high. No, the only living life that you detected was the animals way far above.
So if there's anyone, there's not anyone alive still here or conscious or sentient. There might be some
Killer robots lurking
robots.
around.
Yeah, basically like pop another cigarette in, pull my notepad out, just tying up loose ends. I hate loose ends. I'm just going to walk through the debris.
Okay.
Down that hallway.
All right. So as you walk through, you see the various cells that y'all were kept in. As you can continue down, you start to see science labs. What for, you're not entirely certain, but they definitely look like there's maybe not in use or like there's no active experiments running, but there seems to have been a lot of high-tech equipment there. But it does look oddly unused. As you continue walking that way, you begin to see most places would call it an entertainment room. You might call it a propaganda room. There's films playing from probably the last 30 years across a whole bank of monitors. And you see newsreels going on, various explosions, various robberies, various points of history in this world that you're very familiar with. But it's just kind of running on loop. And a little bit further down, you see kind of a guard post, which is clearly where the robots came out from.
Mm-hmm.
So you then continue on, and it's just hallway after hallway. It becomes kind of a maze going through. Now you can go through the walls, you can figure out what the maze is, but it seems like basically a labyrinth for people to deter people coming in. And then probably about a mile further on, you start getting a slight incline as it starts going up. So very expansive compound. So you probably spend 30, 45 minutes just floating, even cutting through the walls and everything.
Where does it come out?
It comes out it's a nature preserve, but it's kind of a civilized nature preserve. It might be a park, it might be a like a national park or something like that. But there's nobody around, and the entrance to that actually drops down and pulls open. And whenever it goes back up, it stays grassy. It looks like it's undisturbed.
I'm just going to float up a ways and kind of observe and see if I can figure out where the hell we are in relation to something I would know.
Okay, for that, give me an academics.
Oh, no. That's 2.
You reckon you're probably, you can't, it's not like it's on a map and you know exactly where everything is. You're probably roughly 20, 30 miles away from the metropolis. New Haven is the name of the city.
New Haven.
So.
All right. Then I'll, see that, and then I'll just start making my way back to these guys.
So while he's exploring, what are y'all doing?
Checking out the dormitories.
Okay. All right. So as y'all go down this hallway, you'll begin to see what would have been a pristine hallway, minus the dust and debris that have settled from the explosion. You clearly don't see any footprints since the explosion has happened. But as you go on down, you find rooms, and they're actually labeled with the living members and unliving name on them, labeled just straight across the door.
I'm gonna lay on one of the beds and say, "This is boring.
Tough shit.
Boring."
Do you go into the room marked Paris?
Yes.
Okay. So you lay down on the bed.
There's just a lot of night vision cameras here for some reason.
Actually, no. In Paris's room, there is a bed. No sheets, just a bed. There are no personal effects. There is nothing on the wall. It is just a bed.
Your room is what's boring.
It's boring.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we have rooms here?
Why would who have rooms?
Why would we have rooms here?
Maybe they're planning on brainwashing us onto their side, and here, this would be our new home.
That explains a lot. All right.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Now this is getting interesting. So if my room is like plain Jane and boring, let's go see what Blind Guy's room is. And
My
I'm gonna go
name-
into Gregory's room.
He's Spartacus.
It's psychedelic, trippy, all these kind
Right there.
It is literally just a bed. No chair, no decorations. It is a bed.
Can I try to read our minds to see if I can unlock some memories of them trying to brainwash us?
By all means.
I mean, that's
Give it
what
a
I'm
shot.
suspecting, but yeah.
I think you're fine, fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There is absolutely no sign of brainwashing. The memories you have are your own.
So there's just this big gap that we all have of how we got here.
Well, what you do recall is you were fighting Captain Starling, and you don't remember how it happened, but you are unconscious when you were defeated essentially, and you ended up, I guess, taken prisoner. That's all that you recall. There's no symptom of brainwashing though.
Was Black Huron with us when we were fighting?
Yes, Black Heron was
Black Huron. The black part of Canada that sticks out like Maine.
yeah, Black Heron. No, Black Heron was with you. Y'all have been a crime-fighting team. While you're not, super high-powered, super high-level, y'all have been pretty famous.
I suspect that he was trying to get to us, trying to bring us over to his side. I don't like being brought over to anyone's side, but
Is there any type of camera in the corner of the room or anything? Did we find a room with a computer or anything in it?
No, and even as y'all check out, Marisol's room, it is the same thing, literally just a bed. The unlabeled rooms look exactly the same. There's no television, there's no, media, no computer. It is literally just rooms with your names on it.
no home gym. I'm out.
Right.
How new?
The perks suck here.
Not even a waiting pool.
How new do these rooms look? Like the entire complex that we've been into.
Very new. Actually, the three of y'all give me either perception or investigation. I'm getting ready to wrap it.
6.
All right.
7.
1.
How appropriate.
Yeah. The blind guy sees nothing. As y'all are going through, y'all do find one room that seems to have been lived in, but there's no sign of an occupant. It's just there is a sleeping pod. It is straight up and down. Looks alien in nature. But that's it.
Anything up? Is there a sign on the room?
No, it was actually hidden behind a wall panel.
Can I use my hypersensitive touch to touch the pod and see if it's recently been used, activated?
So give me a, what is that? Is that perception based?
It's super sense, yep.
All right, give me a perception roll.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You notice that you've been in contact with it recently.
It's familiar.
But other than that, not much.
Okay. Has anybody else been in contact? Can I feel anybody? No, just me.
Just you.
Okay.
So, with that startling revelation, we will actually be winding down this session.
It's the pod people, and I'm one of them. You're a pod people.
You're a pod people.
Can't believe we gotta kill Paris now.
Good luck.
It was a good run.
The hero, the celebrity, or the city?
Why not all three?
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not averse to going supervillain. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're halfway there. You're dead.
Will keep us busy for quite a while.
That's livingist.
Yes. That is moralist. Yeah. So, thanks for joining us for our off-season session. You can find us where all your favorite podcasts are, and don't forget to like and share. This is Mike with That Was Adventuring Party. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.